Welcome to the definitely not small Mercury. We are the first planet from the Sun. We are an inner planet. Here, we are 42,537 miles from the Sun, which is 0.38 a year. A 100-pound person weighs 38 pounds on Mercury. The average sixth grader is 48.64 years old here. The circumference of Mercury is 9,545 miles.
Here on the surface, it is heavily cratered, resembling the moon's surface, with a rocky, solid compositions covered in numerous impact craters from collisions with meteorite and appearing mostly grayish-brown in color. On the inside of Mercury, it has a large metallic core, and there is evidence that it is partly matter. Also, did you know that it was likely discovered by early observers?
Welcome to Venus. We are the second closest planet from the Sun. We are an inner planet. Here we are 67 million miles from the Sun, which is 0.72 astronomical units. A 100-pound person weighs 91 pounds on Venus. The average sixth grader is 18 years old here.
The circumference of Venus is 23,628 miles. Here on the surface, it is a scorching, dry, rocky landscape primarily composed of vast, gently rolling volcanic plains with large mountains and deep canyons. On the inside of Venus, it has a very similar core to Earth's core. It has an interior consisting of metallic iron, a rocky mantle, and a relatively thin crust. Also, did you know that Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty?
Welcome to Mars. We are the fourth planet from the Sun. We are an inner planet. Here we are 142.32 million miles from the Sun, which is 1.5 AU. A 100-pound person weighs 37.7 pounds on Mars. The average sixth grader is 6.38 years old here. Also, did you know that Mount Olympus Mons is Mars' biggest mountain and is taller than Mount Everest?
The circumference of Mars is 13,212.3 miles. Here, on the surface, it is rocky with a smooth layer of red dust, with craters and canyons everywhere. On the inside of Mars, hot core, very tough mantle, solid crust that is easiest to get through, made of volcanic basalt rock. The rock is made of iron, nickel, sulfur, and silicate materials.
Hi, welcome to Jupiter. Thank you for coming. We are the fifth planet from the Sun. We're an outer planet. Here, we are 469.93 million miles from the Sun, which is 5.2 astronomical units. A 100-pound person weighs 252.8 pounds on Jupiter. The average sixth grader here is 1.04 years old. The circumference of Jupiter is 272,946,000 miles. Also, did you know that Jupiter was formed 4.5 billion years ago? And we think the 1900s was a long time ago.
Jupiter doesn't have a true surface, but its atmosphere is made up of swirly clouds and colorful bands. By the core of Jupiter, it has a degrees of 43,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's mostly made up of helium and hydrogen.
Welcome to Saturn. We are the sixth planet from the Sun. We are an inner planet. Here we are 896.78 million miles from the Sun, which is 9.5 astronomical units. A 100-pound person weighs 106.4 pounds on Saturn. The average sixth grader is 0.39 years old here. The circumference of Saturn is 235,298 miles. The inside of Saturn, it is rocky material with iron and nickel metals. Also, did you know that its iconic rings are the most recognizable feature in the night sky? The inside of our planet
is swirling with gases and liquid deeper down. Our planet also has different shades of brown, yellow, and gray compounds solidified, and it is mostly made up of hydrogen and helium.
Welcome to Uranus. We are the 7th planet from the Sun. We are an outer planet. Here we are 1.8 billion miles from the Sun, which is 19 AU or astronomical units. A 100-pound person weighs 88.9 pounds on Uranus. The average sixth grader is 0.13 years old here. The circumference of Uranus is 99,786 miles.
Here on the surface, it is non-solid, some say like an ice giant. Its color is greenish blue and very pretty. Uranus also has fainting rings and is very cold and windy. On the inside of Uranus, it contains methane gas and has a rocky center. Uranus is mostly made of a hot, dense fluid of water. Also, did you know Uranus was discovered in 1781?
Welcome to Neptune. We are the 8th planet from the Sun. We are also an outer planet. Here we are 2.7785 billion miles from the Sun, which is 30 astronomical units. A 100-pound person will weigh 112.5 pounds on Neptune, and the average sixth grader is 0.07 years old here.
The circumference of Neptune is 96,685.4 miles. Here on the surface, it is not a solid and it is an ice giant, so it is very cold. On the inside of Neptune, it is dense and the inside is made of hot fluids, methane, and also ammonia above a small rocky core. Also, did you know that Neptune has seasons that are 40 years long because its axis is tilted at 28.8 from the plane of its orbit?
Welcome to Pluto. We are the 9th planet from the Sun. We are an outer planet. Here we are 3.7 billion miles from the Sun, which is 39.5 AU. A 100-pound person weighs 6.7 pounds on Pluto. The average sixth grader is 0.5 years old on Pluto. The circumference of Pluto is 4,627 miles. Here on the surface is a layer of frozen water and ocean water, nitrogen, and carbon monoxide.
On the inside of Pluto, it has a mantle of ice, a low-density core that's rocky and rough. In between the mantle and the core is ocean water. Also, did you know that Pluto's temperature range is negative 387 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 369 degrees Fahrenheit? We were decided a dwarf planet in 2006.